Hi, One Forum News brings you the best. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Your comment and your likes will be highly appreciated. We are going back to our own South Africa. Yes, when you talk about politics or election of South Africa, it's something that the whole world must know about. And today we are here to bring you something very peculiar when it comes to the court case of Jacob Zuma. Yes, as you already know, this one is an open secret. Now everybody is aware. But if you don't know, you are here for the first time. I can tell you that Jacob Zuma has been disqualified from contesting in parliament for the Republic of South Africa. That's a very sad news for Jacob Zuma and the MK Party. But I can say for a fact, as a political observer, for that matter, political observer of South Africa, I can say for the fact that all these things are things that Jacob Zuma and his people knew in the past. They knew very well that this may happen because once you decide to go through the judicial system or the court system, you should either expect A or B as an outcome. And I know very well that as great political strategists and someone that is a master of chess, he knew very well that all these things will happen and they have a backup plan. Yeah, so it shouldn't be surprising so much to other members of the MK party. They shouldn't be so sad. No, they have them covered. They will be able to sell through in everything that is happening when it comes to the court cases of South Africa. Already, they've hinted that they will go to the Human Rights Court for appeal or something or redress or something. That is so right to do and it's something that he can do. He should test the law. Let's see how things go because this is very important. All these things I can say for a fact that he's not doing it for himself, but he's doing it for posterity and the younger ones because once the court system is able to establish some evidence or precedence, is very good for the next generation that will follow because court system they normally deal with precedence. That is very important. So it's all good and good. Yeah, nobody should be sad about it. This is the beauty of democracy and everything will fall in place. I can say that the MK party and Jacob Zuma himself, it's not that they are so interested in him going into the parliament of South Africa. No, Jacob Zuma once upon a time was a president of South Africa. He rose through the ranks from A to the apex. Yes, he rose to the highest office. And it's something juicy. Power is very sweet. He may wish to be the president of South Africa again. But I don't think that is something that he's so desperate about. So the court case or what disqualify him from contesting, hence lacking the opportunity to be able to be the president of South Africa. I don't think he's so bothered about that. What he's so much concerned about is his face being on the ballot papers, and that is what they've achieved. That is the win for MK Party and Jacob Zuma himself. Now, let's look at this from this angle. This happened, Jacob Zuma happened to be an elderly person, someone that have seen it all. He have enjoyed life and made a lot of money for himself, legally or illegally. That one is for people who know him to discuss, but that is not our point of discussion. What we want to talk about is what is at stake now. Now, Jacob Zuma, he has achieved a lot for himself and he's no so much desperate about winning power or becoming the president of South Africa. But you know very well that most of the things that he's doing is just to punch more the ANC because he himself has said or established that what he's seeking to do, he wants to use the MK party to revive or to rescue the ANC. That is exactly what he's doing. And he even made it very clear to everybody that he's still a member and long-lasting member of the ANC. That is what he said himself. So we cannot begrudge him for that. But it's going to be very naive on the part of someone that is expecting that Jacob Zuma will surrender all the privileges that he's enjoying as the former president, as well as the former vice president of South Africa or deputy president of South Africa, but most importantly, the former president of South Africa. He will lay down or surrender all those privileges and become a member of parliament on the ticket of MK Party. Yes, that is their plan. Yes, that's what they are seeking to. That's what they preach or they are campaigning on the slogan that they wanted to test majority in parliament, which plus or minus may not be achievable as we speak. But that is the hope of every political party. Once a political party is formed, their hope is to capture power and form government. That is what they are seeking to do. But the main issue is they are not so much interested in sending Jacob Zuma to the parliament of South Africa. Their interest is having his image, because the charisma is there. Jacob Zuma is someone that nobody can sweep under the carpet. No. If we are here right now in South Africa, if Jacob Zuma appears, even those that hate him, his arch enemy, they'll be interested in going out to see him just because he has that charisma. And that is what the MK party is using to achieve votes or a lot for themselves, hence causing problem for the ANC. The target is not any other person but the ANC. That is their target, whether you believe it or not. You know, a lot of issues came up here and there, taking him to court, all those things. They know very well. They also, because they are political strategies. They've been together, they happen to be friends and colleagues, they know how they think. But what is helping Jacob Zuma over here is his mastery of chess. Yes, when you talk about political chess, it's something that if you are not smart in, your opponent may be leading you somewhere, but they know very well that this is what they are seeking to do. That is why it will surprise some of us that Jacob Zuma will introduce someone to be the leader of the party one day to come. Yes, that is going to happen. He will introduce someone that no one is expecting, because he have sent our mind somewhere else, and he will dodge us and bring someone new. And we are expecting the former Chief Justice here and there. There are other rumors here and there, but we know very well that Jacob Zuma is not so much desperate in becoming the president of South Africa. But what he's desperate about is to see his country free again. That is what he's doing. But he has his people that he will be able to plant in for success to be achieved. But someone may ask, why is it that Jacob Zuma at his age is able to be active like this and making a lot of it? That is what charisma does. And one fortunate thing for him also is his children. Yes, you cannot rule out the children out, especially the lady. I apologize, Auntie Dudu Sally. I apologize about that. The lady, the sweet lady, yes, you cannot rule it out, because that lady is working so hard with the father to be able to, you may like him or hate her, you may like her or hate her, but that is the way she's doing. Without her, I don't think that Jacob Zuma he has made a name for himself very well. But you know, we live in a world of social media here, and the things are changing. And those are not things that Jacob Zuma is so familiar with. But it has to take. The question you may ask is, why is it that it's not Thabo Mbeki or someone else of his age or his group or his category that is making the big stage appearance as Jacob Zuma is doing? No, it's about the people around him, not only his children, but we can talk about the good people that he's having around him. They are helping him to achieve this. And the name of Jacob Zuma, whether successful or not successful with this very election, we are talking about May 29, 2024 election in South Africa. Whether they are successful or not successful, the name of Jacob Zuma will never and will forever remain indelible when it comes to the politics of South Africa, just because of this very 2024 election, because it's going to bring a lot of changes and dynamics that will remain forever. That will be a historical achievement for him and his people and his family. So we should all watch out for him. A lot is going to happen. A lot of surprises are yet to come about who will succeed him here and there, who will take his place as he's being disqualified from parliament here and there. But we pray for them. Yes, they should work so hard. Though it's not empirically or based on researches and the facts available to us, it's not empirically possible for them to attain the two-thirds as they are preaching or hoping to achieve. That's their hope, yes. But I would say that based on all the researches that we have seen, the reviews that we have done, and all the things that we did, the surveys that we did, I can say for a fact that the two-thirds is not going to be possible. But they should work. That is their goal to achieve. They should work so hard for it. Maybe what they are telling us is, as they are able to get somewhere, they will be able to bring you or rope in other political parties for them to achieve the two-thirds, because it's just about forming of the government. That is what they want to achieve, and also to be able to change the constitution of South Africa. But you know, that may be a bit counterproductive. Let me go and take a look at it. That may be a bit counterproductive when you are preaching out your point, or if you are campaigning and you are telling the citizens of South Africa that when you are successful with winning, you'll be able to change the constitution to change one thing or the other. Yes, you know, constitution is something mobile. Yes, all day in, day out, people review their constitution. That's why we have even teams that review constitutions or amend constitutions here and there. It's very good. But sometimes, you know, when you use that as a yardstick, or if you use that as a campaigning tool, most often it doesn't help. Why? Because people will be alarmed that, oh wow, you are coming to change the constitution. Now, if we give you the opportunity and you are going to change the constitution, why, or would they be surprised if you decide to change the constitution, even to extend the number of years that the president is able to serve in government? Yes, that would be what may be going through the mind of some serious thinkers. So if you use that as a campaign, oh, we change the constitution for him to be able to be made a president and things like that. You know, it may be counterproductive. Though maybe some people may hear it, they may not even think about it. But as an observer, I can say for a fact that may be counterproductive, because there are some people sitting on the fence that may also vote for you. But if they hear from you that you are planning to change the constitution of the country. Though it's not something that you do unilaterally. You have people, a committee to review, but you be the decision maker. That is why the MK Party and Jacob Zuma and his people, they should be very careful about preaching about the constitutional change. It's good. It's a campaign too, because every constitution over the years, that constitution is old, yes, and it's based on some archaic or old things that there is a need for review, yes, but they shouldn't use that too much, because those that are critical thinkers, like some of us, we the observers, or may think that, hey, if we give this board the opportunity, they may come and change the constitution, and once they get into office, they will not be ready to go out of office because the constitution will be in their favor. That is why the MK Party, they should hit the ground running. They still have 1 week to make a point. They should forget about the loss of the case in the Constitutional Court of South Africa. That one is not all that necessary. They should focus and make the impact, because looking at them is the impact that they want to make and bring change to the people of South Africa. We wish them all the best, but they shouldn't forget this very election is going to a coalition, a very big coalition. They should strategize and put themselves at a very good and strategic location that they will be able to be the kingmakers, if not the king themselves. They should try so hard and work for the best. Please, for more, kindly subscribe to this channel, One Forum News. When it comes to politics of Africa and historical antecedents, anything about security in Africa as well as crime, we'll be here to digest and discuss everything for you. Our analysis will be the best all the time. Kindly subscribe to this channel, One Forum News. Your comments and your likes will be highly appreciated. Thank you so much.